Okay, here is the review of the iPhone 4. If you already saw, I did do an unboxing already, so we don't need to go through all of that. I have the iPhone 4 already out. Now, if you haven't seen the iPhone 4, we'll go over the basic features. We have a front-facing VGA camera right here on top, next to your speaker. We have a home button, which actually seems a little bit more clickier, in a good way, than the previous generations and the iPod Touch. So that's a welcome addition. On top, we obviously have your power, your sleep and awake, that's a second microphone, which is for noise canceling, which is very nice. And actually works really well, surprisingly. You have your headphone jack on top here, which is obviously the 4-pin connector, so it'll allow you for microphones and such like that, like the Apple built-in ones. The side here has your, on and off sound, your vibration, your plus and minus volume here on the left. They're actually all metal buttons now instead of the plastic or the rockers that we had before. You have a breakdown here, here, and on top, which are actually for cell purposes, which we'll get into in a minute. On the bottom here we have the two grills, which is left one would be your microphone, the right one would be your speaker. You obviously have your 30-pin connector here in the bottom. Right here is your micro SIM card spot. That does not come with a little pin to remove this, if you were wondering. So you're going to have to find, if your doesn't come with the SIM card already in, like this one from at&t does, then you're going to need to find some type of, nail, paper clip, something like that to remove it. Luckily it's not plastic, the actual door, so it won't like bend or something like that, like the 3G would and the 3GS. Now we go around the back. We obviously have your new 5-megapixel camera with the backlit illuminating sensor. You have your LED flash, the iPhone logo. These actually don't have the serial numbers or the size printed on them anymore. For whatever reason, Apple chose not to put those on the actual backs anymore. So that's kind of, you don't really know the size. This is actually a 32 gig version. The glass on here is actually really nice. We obviously haven't tried how it holds up to actual drop test or anything like that, but it does seem fairly sturdy, like much sturdier than the old ones. It's really, apparently, it's supposed to be comparable to sapphire crystal. We'll see if that actually holds up in real life. Here's some high-res photos of the screen, since you couldn't see too many in the video. If you look really close, it's almost still hard to distinguish the pixels, even with the close-up high-res shots. If you want to see more high-res photos, you can check out the unboxing.